Hello, welcome to On Principle, Spader Business Management's new program to keep your leadership skills sharp, one insight at a time. I'm David Spader, and throughout the next year, we will be sending you a brief video to highlight an important leadership principle or concept to enhance your leadership performance. It could be something from Spader's proprietary box of tools and research, a case study, an insight from other respected leadership colleagues, or even some additional new research we thought you might find interesting. We know you're busy, so we'll keep it brief, usually 5 minutes or less. The one thing that each insight will always have in common, though, is that it will help you become a better leader. So let's get started with our first On Principle insight. Today, we will discuss the 2 results of effective leaders. One of the biggest challenges leaders face today is the massive amount of information at our fingertips. While this can be an advantage, it can also clutter our minds, confuse us, or simply create frustration. This is when we need timeless principles to help us filter the good from the bad. And as leaders, it's important to understand there are really only 2 types of results that we need to deliver. Do you know what they are? The first result is success. This is about helping people win. And everybody wants to win. Success-oriented approaches are the performance and task-related actions leaders take to achieve desired goals, objectives, and results. When done properly, success-focused approaches deliver results such as efficiency, productivity, competence, and profitability. The second result, which complements success, is satisfaction. This is about purpose, involvement, and enjoyment. Every human on the planet has a need to be connected to others, emotionally engaged, and also wants to be passionate about their work and their company. A leader that delivers a satisfying experience is constantly building and strengthening those relationships and commitments. Done effectively, those actions deliver higher morale, dedication, loyalty, passion, and engagement. Why is this important? Because to sustain high performance, both success and satisfaction are required. Now, it sounds simple, right? But what we found is that less than 10% of all leaders are effective at delivering both success and satisfaction, especially when they're under stress or in unfavorable situations. Now, why is it so hard to deliver success and satisfaction? Research started in the 1950s will help us understand this. It identified 2 broad types of leadership behaviors: directive and supportive. Subsequent research discovered that leaders tend to have a strong bias towards using either a directive approach or a supportive approach. Stop for a moment. Naturally, are you a more supportive leader or more directive? What about when you're a little stressed or tired? Now, how you answered that question relates directly to the likelihood of whether you focus more on success or satisfaction. Success-oriented leaders tend to use, and often overuse, directive and controlling approaches. They focus almost exclusively on hard results like profitability, goals, objectives, and efficiency. They prefer working on tasks, processes, and things. And they're often frustrated when working with people and the soft side of business. As a result, they often lack the awareness and/or motivation to ensure the satisfaction of those with whom they work. Engagement is limited, and enjoyment often suffers. In addition, extra effort and commitment disappears. Interestingly, a directive leader may even be leading a winning team or achieving results, at least short term. But the key here is that it's not sustainable if their team feels as though they're just a cog in a wheel. The reverse is true for leaders that use primarily supporting and relating approaches. These satisfaction-oriented leaders tend to enjoy working with people and often focus too much on keeping the peace and trying to satisfy individuals. They tend to be much stronger in the relational aspects of their leadership than their directive leader counterparts. However, this often results in the struggle to stay on task, hold people accountable, and deliver results like production, profitability, and efficiency. Those things often suffer. And while people may initially enjoy working with supportive leaders more so, performance and morale start to suffer over time if they don't provide the direction, control, and accountability needed to achieve results and to win. Essentially, they become like a coach that's a great cheerleader from the sidelines, but you keep losing the game. That gets old fast. In summary, to achieve success, primarily directive and controlling approaches are required. To achieve satisfaction, a leader is required to use primarily supportive and relating approaches. High-performing leaders focus on both success and satisfaction by using direction and support. Remember, our research indicates that more than 90% of leaders, that's almost all of us, have a strong bias towards one or the other approach, regardless of what's needed at the time. So what's your bias? What about more stressful situations or when things aren't going very well? What are you doing to make sure you're using the right approach at the right time? Now, I'm going to leave you with one final tip. After every interaction as a leader, ask yourself, did I provide the leadership to achieve both success and satisfaction from the perspective of those involved? Not your own perspective, from their perspective. Now, this could be after a team meeting, a one-on-one, or even an interaction with the customer. Because after all, there are only two types of results, right? Success and satisfaction. The job of high-performing leaders and managers is to deliver both with everybody. Good luck, and I'll see you again in a few weeks.